I grew up in a very adventurous family. My family loved the outdoors, and I think to this day I'm so thankful that I got to experience being curious as a kid. Curiosity is the superpower, future-proof skill that will help us solve the problems worth solving to better prep us for the future of the world of work. It's just an amazing thing to be able to allow young explorers that join me on expeditions to start to learn how to ask good questions again. The society we live in is just so good at giving us answers for everything. We forget that actually when we want to do self-exploration and tie that into career exploration, we have to ask ourselves questions and live the questions in our heart instead of stressing about finding the right answers. I found the ancient art of tracking wild animals a couple of years ago when I visited the Kalahari Bushmen in the central Kalahari of Botswana. And I remember quite a significant life-changing moment when I was tracking an oryx with one of the elders. Coming from a very busy Cape Town city-orientated life, I was tracking quite fast. And at one stage, the elder, as we were tracking this oryx, put his hand on my shoulder, and he said that I need to slow down, because that's how my soul will catch up to me. And that's really how you find what you're looking for. And in that moment, I realized that the ancient art of tracking and the indigenous knowledge that lies, buried underneath those dunes in the Kalahari, just flowing with ancient stories, that's what I want to try and preserve. Now we use tracking as a meta skill to catalyze curiosity and to teach young explorers and corporate leaders how to really embrace a process. Tracking, when you find a track, it's factual. You look at the track, there's data. You can see all sorts of information when you look at the track. You can see the age of the track, where the animal came from, and then you start asking questions when you start tracking. Questions like, why was it here? What was it doing? Where is it going? And once you start asking questions, you begin to form a narrative. You begin to flirt with the future, because now you start tracking this animal. You track the animal until the inevitable happens. You lose the track. And when you lose the track, you have to, instead of looking down at the tracks, you have to lift up your head. You have to lift up your head and look at the environment. Look at what's going on around you. I'm so thankful that I got to experience growing up in a beautiful area where there's big mountains and treks all around, beautiful oceans. So I'm very thankful for the fact that my parents sort of allowed us to go and explore and be curious and really enjoy nature together.
Oh my goodness.
Is that a rhino?
Check
Oh my
this thing,
goodness.
it's like right by the...
That is amazing.
There, perfect shot. I'm very, very fortunate to be able to share the African wilderness with young explorers from all around the world. And I hope more people can realize that nature allows us to be curious. Curiosity, unfortunately, for many people is quite a luxury. But we need to understand that nature allows curiosity to be accessible. And curiosity, once you give that mindset of an explorer, the mindset of a tracker a go, in that you can preserve the instinct to explore, not only who you are, but how to build a relationship with an unknown environment. I'm very fortunate to be part of a club called the Explorers Club. They've accomplished all the famous firsts, which means North Pole, first to the South Pole, Everest, Marianas Trench, the deepest point under the ocean, and of course the moon. And so the Explorers Club has allowed me to showcase curiosity in action, because as a club and as a group of explorers, we want to try and show how how ancient solutions can solve modern problems. The future of the world of work is going to be around solving problems, and mostly environmental problems. So we need nature and wilderness to recalibrate who we are, our ability to solve problems. This jacket that I'm wearing is a Fjällräven Lapland Range jacket, and it's seen about 1,500 kilometers on foot in the Okavango Delta. And I've got this little secret patch inside the jacket. It's a Explorers Club Safari badge, and I keep this badge here close to my heart as a reminder to preserve the instinct to explore. And you know, curiosity takes you where you need to go to learn what you need to learn. You can ask good questions anywhere you go. You can trust the process any place you go visit. And you can invite people around you to be curious and live the questions in their hearts instead of stressing about finding the right answers. If I can get to do that, if I can get people to be curious, then hopefully I've done my job.